You know, I went, I had the coffee, ate a little bit, had a snack for dinner. Um, and yeah, man, I'm just back to pick this one up. I believe I'm ready to color it in. Uh, there's a few things that I just want to start with on this picture before I start going ham on it. And since the flags were the main thing to show off on this one, I just wanted to make sure I got the flags right. So in order to not forget about them, I'm gonna hit all of these lights with lights. And yeah, once I do that, there we go. So focus on these lights first. That way I make sure I don't lose anything. And these lights usually help people not lose their way around the town. And you know, obviously they're kind of just random and all over the place. I mean, but they follow. They follow these flag lines. But yeah, you can imagine in the wind and the snow and everything kind of gets lost. So at least people can find, these tent or these totems. Okay, so that's it for the lights. See, look at that. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And then yeah, let me move that and grab. Oh, didn't I grab one of these? Damn. All right, and just all these flags always just some bright random colors. There we go. I hope I don't lose my place with all these. Yellow. There we go. Throw in a few of these rare orange ones. So yeah, now you can see what I mean when I was talking about these are very festive. Okay. And I believe, oh yeah, look at me missing some. Alright. What color is this? Alright, that works for me. There we go. I'm just gonna line these roofs with that golden metal that is used in this area that was so pronounced in weapons and props that I was working for in here. All these patches in the roofs. And yeah, I'm hoping to make this a quick video, maybe just another 2 hours, and I'd love to get started on another one. Man, you know, I'm on some like can't stop, won't stop shit right now, you know, as far as like trying to do these things and all that. But yeah, get all the colors that you know first. You know what I mean? It's the best way to color these things, and it's the fastest way to attack as a means of attack to attack the page or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I put on the Max Yo video games with the guys. It's the Steve birthday stream. You know, I was gonna put on the one before that, but you know, it was like so many hours long, and this one I figured they would have, you know, at least got the group together to recap all the shit for Final Fantasy and all that other stuff that they were talking about. Like they were talking about Ghosts and Goblins. I haven't watched that stream yet, so I haven't seen that game still, and I really wanted to. Oh yeah, look at that. Missing missing a little piece of shade here. There we go. go. So make sure all the rooftops have this stuff. Yeah, it keeps talking about this rollback netcode thing, man. That was that shit that, I kind of checked out of video games by the time something like that became relevant. Basically, it's a online mechanic to make, games run a little bit, well, not a little bit, but actually just run smoothly for online play. I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I couldn't tell you if it had on there. I famously just get Berserker Clawed out of any and all matches. Alright. That golden faucet statue in there. And that's it. That's all the roofing. And how do I do these mountains? They're all kind of light brown, white at the top, and blue. Alright, so brown, blue, white, brown, blue, white, brown, blue, white. Cool. Again, just color everything you know, and then things happen faster than you think. What's up, viewer? I see somebody's joined. How's it going? Well, let me actually just kind of cover all of the mountain area. Yeah. I think Guilty Gear was a super success. I haven't watched his last stream. I'm just kind of fucking worn out from the man playing the shit, you know? I watched, I don't even know, maybe 40 hours of him playing that game, man. Yeah. Do I have a color for wood yet? Did I grab one? I'll probably have to grab one. Where's yeah. It's interesting listening to these talks about rollback netcode, man. That video games are going in that sort of direction, man. I love it. So yeah, just getting everything that I know is the mountainside and just catching it with the lightest color first, and I'll hit it with the darker color later. Well, at least one person popped in. You know, maybe somebody else will pop in. Actually stop in and say hello and hey, what's this? So you can see how these mountains are pretty much all over the place, and that these uh these structures are built within them. This whole neighborhood, this whole town. Let's play some SOCOM. All right. Here. Looks like I missed a couple. Okay. So calm too. Holy shit. Oh my god. These guys are stupid. Wow. The fact that games have, I wonder how that works. Like they got some server out there still serving for SOCOM too. Holy shit. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. So yeah, that's what all this stuff is about, man. Just get the parts that you know, man. If you draw something well enough, when it comes to actually rendering it out, it Kind of goes through pretty quickly. Yeah, it'll clean up once I get to the. Wow, that game go from nobody to. That's the power. That's the power of your video games. That's crazy. Oh my god. All right. Holy shit, they're doing that. This shit is so old. Okay. So yeah, just rendering these mountains how I always have with the other ones. Try to keep some consistency. It'll all make sense once I get to the white. Like I said, the black ink will clean up these edges, and then the white will bring in that whole winter wonderland look. Happens every time. Yeah, hopefully I get this one done fast enough and have some time to jump on the computer for a bit. Where I can kind of check my emails and do all that other stuff, man. This is just too much fun right here. There we go. You know what? I kind of like this idea to take that. Color that in like that. People carving into the mountains and shit. There we go. Oh my god. uh, Ooh. Man, I get worried whenever there's a third one. Whenever there's a third sneeze, oh no. Y'all gotta pray for me, yo. There we go. Alright, let me check this out. Oh my god, they're still playing. So yeah, kind of want to be able to differentiate the foreground from the background using lights and darks. And I'm kind of just doing that with That's what I'm doing here with these blues. You know, I already threw down the rock base, and now these blues are playing into the kind of atmosphere. You know, making sure everything's cool, cool colored. Hence why it's blue. And I'm sure it's probably looking a little rough. You can kind of see things where they are, but you know, probably like, oh, it looks like trash right now. Well, it's in the process. Let the hostages up. Okay, so we're at the bell. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Go hit it with the inks just to sharpen these edges up a bit. Same thing here. Holy shit, they're still playing. Oh my god. And they're still playing. They probably played that game the whole string. Okay. All right. Oh, damn, it's so dark. I have to use this one sparing. See, now it's starting to come together. Getting these, getting any place that these rails are in. Wow. I can't believe they played that game the entire stream. I can't sit back and watch that. I can't condone such behavior. Alright. Okay. Alright. Wow. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't about to sit there and watch him play so calm for several hours. Sometimes you gotta just fast track through these things. You know, find pan for gold. There we go. There we go. Starting to come together yet? Is it starting to make sense to you at all? There we go. So let's set this one down, and we'll get over here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to hold on to it in case I miss some spots like that. Yikes. Sorry about that. See this Resident Evil Outbreak shit. said, "Shut up, Kenny." Oh my god. That's so fucked up. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, RE5 multiplayer. I enjoyed that shit. Yeah. Mercenaries mode, that horde mode, all that shit. That shit was fun, man. Alright. Alright. Let's try this. Alright, let's start the motherfucking. Oh man, this is one of those neon pencils. It's not gonna color for me. Great. Why don't these neon pencils like work? Come on, man. Okay, let's go in. All right. Okay. All right. All right. they're talking about Resident Evil. Hey, what's up, senpai? Thanks, man. Yeah, I was just throwing this one together. Sorry, I was zoning out. I've been here for a while. Yeah, this is just some more environment stuff of getting close to the end, but more environments just like these were. So it's gonna, look something similar like that. I'm just gonna have to throw some black inks into it, and then the white paint. That way it looks like the snowy winter wonderland that it's supposed to be. But yeah, now I'm just kind of throwing in the shade. I just got done with, throwing in all these colors, and it looks mad busy, mad crazy. But I was jamming a lot into this one. I have a couple more of these that I want to make. So I'm hoping maybe I can get something started, because what am I, 90 minutes into this? It's only 7:40. So yeah, I'm thinking I might be able to finish this one and then start something else. Start the next one. Yeah, let me see. Still struggling? Hey man, I'm still struggling. I'm struggling with this picture right now. I think it's just because I'm hoping that the black inks will save me, that it'll sharpen up some of these edges, you know? Because it's all so loose, there's no like hard edges, and everything's starting to like blend in. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm hoping once I get to the black inks and I can start defining some of the shapes in here. But yeah, did you do any practice with the hands or anything like that? Did you have any time to work on anything like that today? Or since we talked, what was that, yesterday? Do I create them myself? Yeah, yeah. Like this is just something that you know, I have a ton of art books and a ton of like studying and references that I go off of, and then just ideas that I've been thinking about for years, and then all of it kind of just comes together and it becomes these things. So yeah, like this right here, what I'm working on is completely original. I mean, the concept behind it is just um, try to imagine like favelas in Antarctica or favelas up in the what's that big giant mountain called that people climb? Mount Everest. Like imagine if Mount Everest had favelas in it, and you kind of have the idea of what I'm going for here. And it's just like little concepts like that that kind of bring the world together. Yeah, that's right. There's a fence right there. So yeah, like this one I worked on today. So between this video and my last stream, which was just a few hours ago, I think it's like a couple hours long. You can see me put the pencils together where I do the red line art and then the blue shading. And then, I went and I had dinner, took a break, grabbed coffee, all that other stuff. Came back on and started streaming this one for the past 90 minutes. And straight up, like, there wasn't any color on this before. And, now you can see all the color and rendering that's in there now. You just got to build it up piece by piece. But yeah, I think once I add some black inks to it, it'll sharpen up some of these edges, and then I'll start to actually feel like this is going to be successful. But yeah, right now, believe it or not, I'm struggling to make this not look terrible. And but everything kind of in the middle is always pretty bad. You got to see it through to the end. Oh yeah, I should probably throw. Let me sharpen these pencils, man. They're kind of dull. And yeah, and then in this world, obviously, everything so far has been pretty heavily inspired by just Asian culture, Japanese culture. And then I literally wrote into the story a reason why that is. You know what I mean? Like culture is going to play a big role in the world, but obviously it's not going to be playing like a big role in here we go. In the overall thing, like I'm not gonna like focus on like, oh, why is everything the way it is, but there's a reason for it. One, I think it's beautiful. There their kind of structures and architecture. But as soon as I, this is kind of like the South Pole of the world. As soon as I get to like start heading up to, the equator, things start to change a bit. And then once I head north of the equator, the type of buildings and structures and cities and everything like that, they get really different. So so yeah, but I create these things. But obviously, not everything is completely original, That's why you let people, you just study other people's work, stand on their shoulders, stand on the shoulders of giants. Work on characters. I almost started today, but that's going to be um, maybe since I just restarted my scheduling, Wednesday. I'm kind of dedicating a day to specific things. So that way I can kind of organize my day, and then if I ever find extra time, I do extra things. But since I have so many props and environments to go through, um, just so I can get used to it myself, uh, I'm gonna definitely focus on props on prop day, which is today, and then environments tomorrow. So I'll probably continue these things. Um, but when I get to the environments, I'll probably like zoom in on this. So just like this is a zoom in of the big map that I worked on, the environments are actually going to be like zoomed in on things like this, so you could actually see within the town. And then there'll be people in there, for an index, so you can see how big these things are, or say how big a person is compared to the buildings and things like that. Uh, but yeah, it still won't be like character design. And I just told myself Wednesday I'll work on characters. So that way I have like props, environments to kind of warm me up and get my brain thinking about the world and the lore. And then once I get to the characters, it's all there. But honestly, I was gonna I was gonna draw a character today, but you gotta be you gotta have some self control, you know. But I was so close to drawing a character today, and I was, nothing crazy either. I was just gonna draw one standing there because I had just worked on like the hammers and all, and all those prop designs and weapons and tools. I was gonna have one standing there holding a hammer, with a bit of clothing on it, but it was gonna be one of the monster characters, and that'll probably be the first thing I draw. It's gonna be that, and then also since I've already drawn a couple pictures of the dragon, um, I'll definitely be drawing that dragon too. So I think Wednesday you'll be able to see that. And again, they're just going to be illustrations until I figure out like what concepts do I actually need to work on for these characters, cuz I kind of understand them enough in my head, and then it just becomes about having to illustrate them for, people like you to be able to look at them and understand like who these characters are, and just by looking at them. Okay. You know what? I think I might just do this. There we go. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I can't wait to get to the characters. You know, that's kind of where my mind works the best and the fastest. You know, to be able to put together like humanoid figures and squash and stretch them and things like that. It's just there's so many character artists. It's hard to get a job. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to do props and environments concepts. That way, you know, I can give myself a better opportunity to get jobs. You know, because there's less artists out there doing it. Yeah, because everybody wants to do characters. That's the bomb shit. There we go. And all right, let me grab these pens and start to sharpen some stuff up. I do digital art. Um, I was hoping that I'd be able to do record myself doing that, but because I don't have two computers, I can't stream on Twitch. Working on two, working on, or you know, I can't stream the digital stuff because you know, because I don't have two computers. I didn't know that that was a thing. I thought I'd be able to just like stream. Like when I started doing Twitch, I thought it was gonna. I don't want to say be easy, but I thought it was gonna be like tailored for people to easily do it. But then I quickly found out, nah, it's not. It's not that easy. So I do digital art, and I did record myself work digital one time. But it was kind of sad because I had to. Oh, what the hell's falling over there? It was kind of sad because what I did was basically take this tablet that I record with, and I just aimed it at my my laptop, and uh, and then recorded myself that way. But I was just doing some Photoshop, uh, erasing the backgrounds off of a photograph. So let's say you took a picture of yourself and then you wanted to erase the background because I don't know. Let's say you took a selfie in the bathroom, but you want to cut out the bathroom. So you know, I recorded a video of doing that, and I don't know. It wasn't what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do with digital art is kind of do like touch up pictures like this and kind of make them a bit nicer, dress them up, make them presentable as like a portfolio, things like that. I just don't know if that's like interesting. Like, I don't know if people actually want to see that, because all that stuff is kind of boring. People kind of want to see like me doing a picture of a character in Photoshop or working Illustrator. So yeah, all the digital stuff that I do is all I just do it for myself. Like when I set up all the merch and make the t-shirt prints and t-shirt designs and set them up on templates and stuff like that. Again, I could point this tablet over at my screen and record myself as I do those things, but I don't know how much people actually care about that. Like, I don't know if people care about like printing and wanting to know how to set up for templates, so that way they can work and get their work on clothes and learn how to do graphic design and all those sorts of things. And then the other problem that I have, I was I have this old laptop because it was all I was able to afford. I have this old laptop from 2012, and it has Adobe CS6 on it, so it's an old laptop with old technology. And I have experience with Adobe CC, the current stuff. I just don't have it at home. And and now things that I'm experiencing when I work digitally, I'm just giving you like behind the scenes information of like what I'm running into, and I don't mind. Um, you can tell me to stop if you don't care. But uh, what I'm running into now is this issue, and I looked it up, and it took me a while to learn what it was because I had no idea what the problem was. I just knew that there was a problem. I have a Wacom tablet, and to work digitally and make the whole digital work easier. And for some reason, I'm running into a problem. It's like sticky shift key um, is kind of the it's like the street name for the problem. It's like a sticky shift key. So basically, every time I press the shift key, and because I'm using a Wacom, so the Wacom's constantly in use. So anytime I'm using the Wacom, which is constantly, and I hit the shift key, no matter what program I'm using, whether it's the internet, Photoshop, Illustrator, this, that, and the other, it's locking all of my it it's locking like everything. Or I have to like press the shift key again. So then I have a problem anytime I want to use the brush tool, because I'll use the brush tool and then I'll hit the shift key, or like the hand key, or I'll scale something, and you press shift key all the time working digitally, and every time I press it, it messes with the settings, and then I have to go and press it again, and then sometimes I have to press it twice. I just don't know how to fix that problem. I've tried checking it out on forums and being, since I determined what the problem was, but I don't know. I'm just not a savvy person like that. I'm just an artist. I'm here to make things look cool. So when it comes to like when it comes to like being like a tech person, it's like, ooh, wrong guy. So when I run into issues like that, it kind of makes or breaks me. So at the moment, I can't stream digitally because I can't get past this sticky shift key, and it's super annoying. Like I've adapted to it when I work person on my personal stuff, setting up merch and all that. But it's super annoying. Yeah. So in the meantime, I stick with traditional, uh, because it's such an old computer. It it like works real slow, especially when I'm using like Photoshop and painting and using the brush tool and all that stuff. like on top of the sticky shift key issue that I'm having, like it just processes really slow. And I don't know if that's like a RAM issue or something. Like again, I just can't. The computer, the laptop works beautifully for me for basic functions, but to do that current day dope like artwork like I can do and want to do, it just doesn't do that. So that's why I'm kind of doing all this stuff, man. I'm hoping that I can get enough support on here. People enjoy my work enough to be like, yo, like we want to see that. And then if I can get enough jobs and enough work and enough pay, and I have like everything laid out in my Patreon, because I don't hide anything about what it would take for me to just like be able to work from home and do everything, and not have to worry about anything, and then just do this full time and produce videos and video edit. I got a degree in animation. Why don't you have a video on how to fix? Or YouTube don't have a video on how to fix? I couldn't find one. Um, part of the problem is like looking up. Now that I determined the problem and I look it up and I type in like sticky shift key how to fix da 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 da, and then you go into these forums, and then you spend several hours just reading, and like none of them fix it. Like you're like, oh no, this is like slightly different from what I'm having, or this fixes a different issue, or it doesn't fix the issue for the software that I'm using. You know what I mean? Because computer stuff. It's like, oh, this fixes it for the latest version of Macintosh operating system, for the latest OS, but this doesn't work for the 2012 OS. I think I'm using like Sierra, and the newest one is Mojave, for instance. So I just haven't been able to find it, and I haven't put too much time into looking for it. But I did spend one day looking, and entirely too much time. And I said, you know what? I'll just work traditionally. You think I should I should give it another go? Because I think about it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I gotta give it another go eventually. Just it hasn't hit me yet. But now you asking me is kind of prompting me. I tried re-downloading drivers and uh, doing all that stuff, but yeah, it just doesn't work. You know, the problem persists. Okay. There we go. So yeah, the most exciting thing that I do digitally is just set up my merch designs. But that's basically me just taking my traditional art and then vectorizing it, which people might be interested in. Because once you make your art vector, you can you can print it the size of a building. You can print it as big as you need to. You can print it any size. So people might be interested in that. There we go. So yeah, it's a bummer. I did some a video editing test to make sure that my After Effects and my Adobe Premiere also worked on my laptop, and they do. But and what I was thinking before I quit my job and started doing this was I was like, you know what? I'll go on Twitch, I'll live stream, so I'll make these videos the way that I'm like how I'm making this one and do this one now. And then once after I record these, I'll drop them in to my After Effects, all that, and Premiere, and then do the video editing, and then drop those like kind of like cut the content, make it shorter, do voiceover over the video, so that way I can kind of make tutorials and things like that. All the art videos that you see any artist doing. I was hoping I'd be able to do that. And when I did a video test, it worked. But the video test was on like a small, short video that was only like a few minutes long. And when I first started doing this, I tried taking one of these videos that I stream here. And, these files are huge because, they're a couple hours long, several hours long. And all of a sudden I couldn't even open the software programs because all the gigabytes, the gigabyte size files that these are. I was like, yo, I overestimated my hardware, and I'm paying for it now. I made a mistake, but hey, one thing about me is I don't give up. So what do you think, man? You think I should try to look up how to fix this sticky shift key thing again? I had tuned up. I did these Final Fantasy VII sketches a year ago now, back when the game came out, and it was going to be a three piece, three separate pieces that all kind of worked together, much like those T-shirt designs that I'm working on, like the devil and all that, and I was trying to Photoshop those, and that's when I was running into those problems with and I didn't know what it was, that sticky shift key problem. I'm trying to use the brush tool, and it just isn't working for me. Everything is like locked. you don't realize how how important the shift key being operable is until it like craps out on you. There we go. Where's yikes? Getting too many tools over here. Yeah. Man, I must have scared you away with all that talk, huh, senpai? My bad. It's like I always say, man. I try to do everything I can to make these things bigger and better. Damn, they're still not even playing the game yet. Damn, we're over an hour into this video and they're still not even playing yet. Holy shit. Alright. Alright, your silence says it all, senpai. Maybe after I finish this one tonight, instead of starting another picture, I'll just look into it. I'll give it the good old college try again. To fix this sticky shift key issue. And then maybe at least I could work on like some low res stuff, and then I could finally continue those Final Fantasy pictures. Cause yeah, man, I was looking forward to those Final Fantasy pictures, man. They were it was basically what I had like taken away from the game was like Cloud is with all these chicks. So it was like one design was Cloud with Aerith, another one was Cloud with Tifa, and then another one was Cloud with what's her name? The sassy one, the rebel girl who's blowing stuff up. Okay. There we go. Yo, this game looks terrible. Must be one of those you gotta had to have played it games. Yeah, so this is the part I'm always worried about. I always feel like I'm gonna jack this picture up, or jack these pictures up once I start adding the clumps of snow. And somehow it like all magically works out in the end. uh, Wonder if I need to get the bigger brush, man. I was thinking I needed to avoid it. But I might need it for like hitting four corners like this. Oh my god. Yeah, using this fat boy just ain't. This went well. Man, I was all looking forward to working on something new after I finish this one in a little bit. But now, I guess I'll have to try to look into this sticky shift key again. But I swear, man, I couldn't find any way for it to fix, whether it was with my Wacom or for my operating system. I mean, when it comes to all that techie stuff, man, once I run into a wall, it's like, all right. Like, I just chalk it up to my tech, my hardware just being old all around. But yeah, at least I can go check it out, give it another go tonight, and then next time I see Senpai, if they ever return, I could be like, "Yo, man, I checked that thing out," and now I'll either have figured it out, or it'll still have eluded me at that point. There we go. All right. And there we go. A super busy little winter wonderland. Favelas in the in Mount Everest. Concept art achieved. I was going to continue drawing tonight since I still have like a good another hour in me or so. Could have made this another 4 hour stream, but I guess not, man. Um, this ought to be good enough. Did I ever sign these? I did. So I should probably want to sign this one. All things considered. Give me a second to take a break too, anyways, right? You know, I'd be in hustle mode, but all right. What's today's date? It's the 1st, right? All right, there we go. A little bit of crazy concept work. Maybe I tried to fit too much into this one. Hey man, you gotta try some stuff out before you realize. I was actually gonna make this one bigger because these are, the size of a sticky note, 3 by 3, just so I can get the ideas out there, get them done, and then just move on. So that's kind of the point of these. They're not supposed to be masterpieces, and they are supposed to illustrate something. And I mean, at least I understand what these things are. Makes sense to me. I like it. I can use it, and it's for me, so it's perfect. But yeah, I can see how it's a little bit more busy and congested than some of these other ones are. And I'm gonna guess it's because, you see like something like this. And let me focus. There we go. Something like this. Like these two are super focused, and I was gonna do like a handful of these, but no way. And see, like this is like one structure. This is, even though it's a few structures put together. You know what I mean? It's still a bit focused. One structure. This one got a little bit busy. Same concept of those favelas in there. And this is so far away you don't even really get to see the stuff. But this is the same concept of being really zoomed out from one of these. And obviously this is just somewhere else completely. This is at the base of a mountain where there's really no town. You got some of the towns people out on a thing, and they run into the dragon, who ain't nothing to mess with. So yeah, this is me trying to cram in a whole lot. But you know what? I imagine. I mean, do we know what favelas on Mount Everest would look like? I don't think so. So I think this works, honestly. Now, it's just a little crazy and a little busy, you know what I mean? Because we have the whole flags and the parade and everything going on. So probably could have did that like a 4 by 4 and been good with it. But hey, like I said, I could use it. I'm good with it. Works for me, and I guess that's all that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this one off now. I was gonna keep going, but yeah. Hey senpai, I'm gonna look into it. I'll give it another go. As soon as I turn this off, I'm gonna sit down. I got about another hour or two in my schedule today, and would have been spent drawing. But yeah, why not look into trying to see if I can fix this sticky key problem that I'm having with my Wacom and my Photoshop and my Illustrator. Well, just my Wacom, I guess, because it happens on the internet too. Uh, so yeah, it can't be the Adobe software. It has to be straight up the Wacom. So yeah, I tried contacting Wacom about it too. They never got back to me. Bastards. I'll try it again. But either way, I'm GMrDrew, GMrDrew.art, GMrDrew on all socials. Please follow, like, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. If you want to see more of what I'm doing. All these things are for me. I would never turn this in for like a customer or a client unless I was just shooting them ideas really quick. Because this took me about 4 or 5 hours to put together, and it was just a lot because of all the structures and layering and everything that goes on between trying to mix a whole tiny community and a mountain and snow and all these little parade flags that go everywhere. But like I said, it works for me, and it's all that I needed. But yeah, I would never turn this into a client or anything like that. And yeah, that's how we do it, man. On the Andrew GLowczewski experience, this has been episode 53, environment concept art, part 2 for this one. Uh, would be jumping on to another one, but not gonna do that today. But yeah, next time I'll start jumping onto these squares, and I got something ready for those. That'll be tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I'll work on a character for the first time, and yeah, it should be exciting. Can't wait to show y'all, man. Y'all take care, man. Have a good one.